Hey traders, I'm going to teach you one simple but awesome trading technique in this video to help you with your trading overall. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you will ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. If you're struggling with your trading right now, then click on the very first link in the description and get learn a free training, the 7 universal laws to become a master trader that will boost your success, consistency, and confidence without spending a decade trying to figure it out. Click on the very first link in the description right now. All right, traders, I'm not going to muck around. Let me get straight into this one awesome trading technique. Now, what is that one awesome trading technique? The first thing I want to say, guys, is what we're always looking for, right? We're looking for probability on our side. Now, what is the best probability to trade? Against the trend or with the trend? Well, we know with the trend is the most highest probability trade, right? But is all trends made equal? The answer is no. So what I want to say here is where is a good time to get in on the market when you're looking to get in? Is it buy high, sell low? Some people Bitcoin, or is it buy low, sell high? All right, there's no. John, tell me something then, right? But how do you know something? How do you know if something's too high? And how do you know something is low, right? Because if you're looking at trend analysis, how do you know that? And a simple thing I use what I think called price and time, price and time, which simply just means I use a moving average. Now, let me just use this here. Let me talk about a trade that I got into just recently, and I'll talk to you the reason why, again, exactly what I mean here. Right, I got into a trade just recently here on Twitter. I'm still in this trade as I speak right now. So I've had a really nice profit. My options are up about 100%. So beautiful trade. Anyway, I'm still in it right now. Have no idea what's going to happen, but I see a lot more upside with Twitter. Anyway, so what happened with Twitter? Let me actually take all the trend lines off the screen. But as you notice, if you look at the moving average, right? Look at the moving average and obviously look at the slope. That's the first thing, right? Look at the slope and obviously it's pointing up. Now, how do you know if something's too high or something's too low? Now, firstly, we must have some sort of a trend in place, right? Make sure, and what determines a trend? Well, the market is what? Making low, high, high, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, right? Big flowing price action movement. Make sense? So lower lows, lower highs, continue run up, etc., etc., etc. Again, I'm part of Twitter right now, so that's why I'm using this as an example. So how do you know if something's too high, or how do you know if something's now low to a good point to get into it? Well, what the markets do, they go through this what we call price and time, where the market would do so much price. You saw this in Bitcoin, right? So much price that now time needs to catch up. Now, depending on if it goes through a bubble price where it just goes vertical, then guess what happens? Generally what happens, you get a big vertical down. Or if it does a lot of price for about a month, then you're going to have a resting phase. It might go sideways for a few weeks, or it might have a nice pullback. Price and time. It does so much price in a short period of time, that time, resting phase, needs to catch up. Okay? So when we're looking at that, when we're understanding the analysis of looking through those phases, how do we know, once again, how do we know what sort of phase we're in? And the simple way that I've used that is you look at the actual moving average itself. Now, if I squeeze my chart up through here, I just look at my chart here on Twitter, do you notice that when the market gets pretty far away from the moving average, guess what happens? It comes back to it, doesn't it? Or comes almost back to it. This one here went right away, came right back to it, and then we took off again. So how would you use this in your own trading? Well, what I like to do in my personal trading is I like to wait for the market to get right near the moving average. So I'm buying low, obviously making sure the trend is in place as well too. And then I'm looking to get in on that scoop. So for example, this right here was the entry bar that I got into. I actually got in 5 minutes toward the close. So right here, that's when I bought the options. Why did I buy the options there? Because I was buying low, right? The market had a pullback towards the moving average, and now, boom, up bar, good volume. Now this is a good trend continuation, what I call momentum trade, right? We're in the momentum trade. So with that being said, as you can see, this market's continue up, and it's running now. But whenever you're looking to get into a trade, if you are looking to get a trade, and this is for the short side as well too. Firstly, you must ask yourself, are we in a trend? If the answer is yes, Cool. Where is that particular market engaged with the trend? Are we getting pretty far away from the 52? So right now, I know I'm getting pretty far away from the 52. We may be due for a few days pullback or a week pullback and then are ready for a run. Understanding that. So the higher probability is that buy low, sell high. But when you do that, that's the reason why I wait for the market to pull back to this 52 moving average that I use on my day chart. It doesn't, like, I use it on all charts basically, but this is what I like to use. And then from that process, you can start to scoop it up and start to get more of a higher probability trade. So firstly, are we in a trend? If the answer is yes, you can see we're making higher highs, higher lows. Yes, we're in a trend. Cool. When the market gets so far away from the moving average, it's like, oh, I think this market's too extended. If I look to get in up here somewhere, even on this big up bar through here, I'm now buying. What am I doing? I'm now buying high. I'm not buying low, am I? Because it's too far away from the moving average. But if I buy when the market has a pullback and now I'm getting in on here, what am I doing? I'm buying low after the pullback. And as you know, the markets run basically like this. Sometimes I do like to look like that, don't I? So anyway, guys, this is one awesome trading technique for you to use to help you with your trading moving forward.